Yo, what's going on YouTube? Super long explanation in a super short time, about 30 seconds. Wasn't at home, was out of home for about 8 or 9 months. I'm back now, got some time to play some games now. Decided to download Division Beta right now to try and test it and see if we have a new game that's worth playing. And this is a Division Beta that I'm going to be reviewing right now. So the Division Beta, or what should actually be renamed as the Marathon Simulator, because what you can do in this beta is basically what's going on in screen in front of you right now. And that, and it's not just me. It doesn't matter what stream you open. The streamer can have like fucking 5 viewers. It can have like 30,000 viewers. But basically, it could be played on the PC, the Xbox, or PS4, or whatever the fuck it is. And everyone that you see are just going to be using their controllers to do the exact same thing. Running, and more running. And that's it. That's pretty much it. It's a fucking marathon simulator without any fucking end goal, because you never win the race. No one wins the race. That's what the Division Beta is. It's a marathon runner game without anyone winning the game. That's what the fuck this is. So let's get into it point by point. Storyline. There's no story. There's no story to this game. You're in some sort of a post-apocalyptic world that has not been explained to you. You just seem to drop off a fucking chopper with someone else that you meet for like 30 seconds, and I'm going to be ranting about her as well. You meet this person for 30 seconds, she explains something to you, you need to go from one place to the other. As soon as you get down, there's a couple of vendors or some people that you're supposed to be able to access or interact with, but apparently either you don't have any money or you can't access them in the beta, so I don't know why they put them there. Doesn't make any sense to me, especially not when someone's new and they want to try and do something, then you put something in front of them that can't be accessed. So what do you start doing? Of course you start running, because like I said, it's a fucking marathon simulator. It's not actually a video game. So you start running, you go ahead, you find and you kill someone, and you go into the stupid base that actually takes super long to load. And well, I didn't say it's super long to load, it's because when you're walking, it's actually the game in the background that's loading. So that the walking thing just makes it even more annoying when you're trying to walk into the fucking base. So that's the other thing. No story, you have no clue what the fuck is going on. You just know that you're in this fucking post-apocalyptic shit, and there's no power, there's no medical, there's no energy, there's no nothing. And then basically, apparently, you're the one that's been given the responsibility of going and trying to get all of these people back. So you go and you try and get this medical staff doctor who's being taken hostage or something. So you go there, and I'm going to be putting footage of me trying to go there and kill some people and get the doctor back. So you go through the entire thing, and then you come back. There's no explanation of what the fuck you're doing. There's no reward to why you're doing it. Like, it doesn't add to the story or the meaning of what your actions have in effect, basically. This doctor comes back. Alright, so now let's move into the second part of this thing, which ties in really close to the first part. Just as there's no story, there's absolutely pathetic fucking character building. You have no idea what or who you are by yourself. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be playing a little clip to you. This chick that you meet for 30 fucking seconds in a fucking chopper. 30 seconds. So she comes in all blown up, and then you have this super fucking crazy try-hard music in the background, trying to make you feel something important. Like, trying to make you feel like you're the lone warrior that's left now, because this chick just got the shit beat out of her right now as soon as she came on the battlefield for the last fucking 30 seconds or so.
Leave the mission field hospital to save and bring the medical.
Bad news. I'm not gonna be able to get out there. Not
I'm gonna come out.
Damn leg like this. I'll do what I can
Yeah,
from
it
here.
started from me.
It's not the same.
Oh, this is the bitch
You have no
who
idea
came in the
how much I
helicopter
wanted to be
along
in
with
the
us.
field. I trained for a scenario like this my entire life, but it's worse than anything we could have imagined. You know how they won't let you get too close to anyone, so it won't mess you up when you're finally activated? Well, I did that.
I got no
and it
idea.
didn't fucking work. I'm attached. These are my people. This is my city. We're taking it back. Oh,
Look, you need to...
yeah, okay. Okay. They're counting on us. Let's not let them down.
So, dude, is it sad to happen to someone? Yeah, sure. Do I know you? No, I fucking don't. I don't give a crap about what you have to say to me. There's zero fucking character there, right? Building in and the tying into the fucking no story thing. So you rescue this doctor chick that comes back, and the first thing that when you talk to her is that she fucking starts complaining. Are you fucking serious? Like, did she just get menopause while she was in the fucking while she was taken hostage or some shit? You just got your life saved, and you come back, and the first thing that you do is you complain about not having resources or anything. The first thing you do, like, yeah, is it sad again? Of course, yeah, it is. You need some resources. Stop complaining. You should be happy right now that someone saved your fucking life. So again, it just doesn't make any sense. Anything you do in this game, it doesn't actually make it feel like it's real, like you're actually doing something that you're doing in the game. Like, it didn't really make you feel that you're saving someone because it's so quick that you just move on to the next fucking objective. So it doesn't make any sense. There's no connection there.
It's a no respawn.
So the things, like, I'm gonna put this in air quotes about the game that you can actually play. I'm gonna put this in air quotes. So there's like a no story mission, right? Like, you go in the hospital and you get this chick back. Basically, all you're doing is you're just killing these NPCs. You're just killing the AI. You kill them. They drop some shit. You get some loot. That's fine. It might be better than what you have right now. And then what do you do with the loot? You basically equip that loot and you put the same mission back on hard mode, and then you go all over again. And then you kill them and you get even better loot, and then you can equip that because it's better loot. And then what do? You already finished the mission previously on normal mode, and then you finish it on hard mode. So yeah, sure, you might have better guns and better stuff right now. What you go back and do the same mission again? Okay, you do the next mission that's not in the beta and that's in the full game. Alright, fine. So you do the next mission on the normal mode because of the best weapons that you received on hard mode now, and then you finish that, and then what are you gonna do again? Or you're gonna play the second mission on hard mode again to get better loot? Like, what's the fucking point of the fucking thing? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's not actually rewarding about anything. Like, first of all, you shouldn't be able to play the same thing again and again, one after the other, just to get better loot. There's no continuity. It takes away from the storyline if you're doing the same shit again and again and again, like ASAP. It's not a second playthrough. You're just doing it. You finish the one mission and then you have to do it again right now. It takes you away from the continuity. It takes you away from the immersion of the game. And then what do you do once you get all of that shit? If you're able to kill the boss, or you're able to finish the mission on hard mode once, you're gonna be able to finish it again. So those loots or those loot drops or anything that you get from it, it doesn't make any difference because you already finished the game. Like, you already finished that mission. Like, what do you do with that stuff now? You can't do anything with it. Anything that's meaningful.
I'm activating my special bullets or whatever.
Alright, bad controls. I want to talk about the controls. So there's this weapon wheel sort of method of using both grenades, and there's a weapon wheel method of using the medic system. What is that? Well, I guess items. I would call it items. And the other one, I guess we can call it utilities, grenades and stuff. So yeah, apparently you throw grenades by pressing left on the D-pad, and then you get like a little arc thing, and then you press R2 and then you throw it. I don't think I've seen such an inconvenient method of throwing grenades in any game prior to this, especially any game that has like shooting as the biggest aspect of the game. So pressing left and then waiting for an arc and then pressing R2 to throw a grenade, which actually happened like instantly in the heat of battle, doesn't make any fucking sense. On top of that, instead of the buttons that people always use for throwing grenades, like there would be L1 or R1, you can use them in the game because apparently they're used for your special abilities. Except that you barely ever use your special abilities. You might use them once in 3 minutes, once in 2 minutes, or once in, I don't even know how, like maybe once in 5 minutes, depending on what the ability is. So you basically end up never using the L1 and R1 trigger buttons. But the one thing that you might want to use all the fucking time, the grenade, the flashbangs, and all that kind of stuff that you want to use in the heat of the moment, you have to press on the D-pad, go on a weapon wheel, select the thing, wait for an arc to show up, and then press R2 to fucking shoot it. And by the way, you shouldn't be able to have to stop shooting your gun in order to throw a grenade in a game. That just doesn't make any sense and is fucking counterintuitive.
Like whatever the shoot button.
To carry on with the bad controls of this game, any third-person game that you might have played, any third-person game, if you don't run with the X button, then what do you do with the X button? If say you do end up running with the L3 button like you do in this game, the X button is always used for jumping. It is always used for jumping. And what does the circle button do? It's always used for cover. And if you do fucking run with the X button, then the circle button is always used to climb shit. But in this game, for some fucking reason, they want to try and reinvent the wheel. They let you run with L3, but they don't let you take cover with circle. They want you to fucking jump on shit with circle. So for anyone that's played either one of those two games, they can't fucking get into this game because now they're running with one of them, and then they might be trying to press X again to run again. or they might be trying to press circle to jump or to fucking take cover because they came from another game, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you change this shit when you could have easily just switched it? I don't know why they fucking changed this for this one specific game. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's a...
And finally, I'm going to come back to the pointlessness of the red zone, the dark zone, or the death zone. One of these things is what it's called. Is basically is just a PvP arena. Like, you just go into the open world against like a shit ton of other like humans as well as NPCs. So if you do the NPC thing, once again, it's completely pointless. It doesn't make any difference who you shoot and who you kill, because you just get some loot, and you're basically supposed to bring that loot back into the single player game. Once again, it doesn't make any difference because it goes back to the same thing, doing the normal mission and doing the hard mission and then blah blah blah. And say if you can't kill the NPC, so what do you end up doing? You have to start killing normal mission and hard one missions, or the previous missions, like a couple of levels below you, so that you can get some half decent guns that you can now move into the dark zone or the death zone, and then you can kill those guys to get better guns to move on to the storyline missions, next level missions and games. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I know that it sounds confusing. It just is that stupid. It's just unnecessary the way that it's being built.
How many new?
And the other aspect of the game is basically you could either help other human beings in the same dark zone, dead zone thing to help and help them kill the NPCs, which doesn't, once again, it goes back to the same thing, doesn't do anything. So say someone hits you first, so you hit them. I'm sorry, it hits you first. He becomes a certain thing called a rogue, or basically a criminal in the game, and then you basically become like a bounty hunter, and then you have to kill this guy who's damaging you or other non-hostile targets in the game. So you basically kill him and you get some XP, and that's pretty much it. So that guy gets fucked. So now, if you by mistake shoot one bullet on someone else, now you become the guy that has a bounty on his head. You become the rogue guy, and there's other bounty hunters, which is basically everyone else in the fucking lobby or the entire world becomes a bounty hunter. That can go up to like 10 people from what I understand, or maybe even more. I don't even know at this point. But it goes up to that ridiculous amount. But you can enjoy that. You can enjoy that experience because the guns do fucking like fuck all, no damage whatsoever. The clip sizes are ridiculously slow. The reload speed is ridiculously slow. If I'm like a fucking rogue guy with 2, maybe 3 other or 4 other members on my fire team or whatever team, and there's like 10 guys against me, how does it make any sense? Like, it's not even balanced, because it's like one clip size of mine. If I get all 20 of my 20 bullets in and that person doesn't die, and that person has shit aim and he only gets 10 bullets, he has 10 other teammates that are also trying to get 10 bullets into me. So I don't quite understand how is that supposed to be like balanced? Like, how are you supposed to take on, like, where did they come up with that thing? Like, how are you supposed to be alive? How are you supposed to kill 10 other people when you're a rogue character? Like, is that rogue character even, is there any point in playing that? I don't seem to see the point of being a rogue player, because it just means that you end up dying and you end up losing all of the loot and the cash and everything that you actually got in game. So basically that's why no one seems to be initiating any sort of rogue activity anymore, because they know they're going to lose. So they're basically just waiting for someone else to make a mistake and then kill them and get their rogue activity cash or loot drops. So once again, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't really quite understand what they were trying to do with this game, but I'm so fucking glad that I got this beta. I'm disappointed and I'm happy at the same time, because I know that I'm not going to make the fucking mistake that I made with Destiny or something, but at least Destiny's beta was like 100 times better than like the full game came out to be, and it definitely was a lot more enjoyable than the fucking Division shitty beta that's been out. So I'm definitely not going to suggest this game to anyone. I don't see the point of anything that's been done in this game, and if you do want to play a fucking game that you are absolutely gonna fucking love, try The Witcher 3. That's actually something I'm playing right now, and it's one of the best games ever. I might even put like a mini game called the Gwent off The Witcher 3. But yeah, fuck the Division beta, dude. It's just not fucking worth your time.
Use medkit. He's down. Once, and like you can climb like whole circle or something. You get me? You get me? Right here? I'm right here, right next to you. I'm right here. Can you get me? No? No? Okay.
Dude, I was trying to dance on you. But I didn't know you would actually bleed out, because I thought you were just gonna live there like forever.
No.
I didn't know you were actually gonna bleed out there. So I was just gonna dance.
I mean, wait, you can still be revived after you black out in down state. However, reviving in this state takes longer. You can still revive me. Yeah, it just takes longer because I'm already
can't see
I
it,
blacked
though.
out or something.
I mean, I can't see a button. There's no button on it.
You like hold square or something?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Weird.
It just takes longer because I blacked out.
Yeah, it said. Oh. Wow. Okay, that's weird.
Woohoo!